Good afternoon. My name is Kyla Pope, and welcome to another edition of On the Road with CU Comm, where we give you national, local, and political news in 5 minutes or less. For national news, the House is holding the final vote today on President Biden's $1.9 trillion COVID-19 relief plan. If it passes, the plan will be sent to the White House to be signed into law. The relief package includes up to $1,400 stimulus checks for some Americans, extends unemployment benefits, and will send billions of dollars in aid to states and municipalities. In other news, President Joe Biden will announce plans to purchase 100 million doses of the Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccine. The new purchase of the Johnson & Johnson doses will not accelerate the timeline, but will help build up the U.S. vaccine stock later in the year. In honor of Women's History Month, a House bill introduced by the Democrats' Women Caucus proposes placing a monument either in the Capitol or on the grounds honoring the late Supreme Court Justice and liberal icon Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Jackie Spear told CNN, "We must immortalize this feminist icon with a statue in the Capitol that honors her legacy and educates future generations of her profound contributions." Now let's take it on the road to Jalen Langley, who will be reporting from Florida. Jalen?
Hi, I'm Jalen Langley. Let's get into it. Florida's beloved manatees are dying at an extremely high rate. As of February 24th, more than 350 manatee deaths have been recorded in Florida in 2021. State officials are investigating but have not been able to determine a cause. Publix is getting ready to open its next wave of COVID-19 vaccine appointments, and this time around, they're putting teachers to the front of the line. The grocery store chain said that they are taking directions straight from the federal government and will prioritize teachers, school staff, and child care workers who work in pre-primary, primary, and secondary schools, as well as Head Start and Early Head Start programs. Lastly, Florida gas prices are on the rise again. The state average has jumped 53 cents since January 1st. Mark Jinkson, a spokesman for AAA, said crude oil prices surged last week after the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries and its allies announced plans to extend production cuts beyond April. Back to you, Kyla.
Thanks, Jalen. Now let's take it on the road to Terrence Weeks, who will be reporting from Columbia. Terrence?
Thanks, Kyla. In local news for today, the state of South Carolina has begun rolling out the COVID-19 vaccine for anyone in Phase B. The state entered the phase on March 8, 2021, which has a much broader group of people than before. Because supply of the vaccine is still limited right now, appointments to get the vaccine are being made, so you must sign up for an appointment as there are no walk-in locations. South Carolinians have been wearing masks for about a year now, and an executive order from the governor may change that. On Friday, March 5th, Governor McMaster issued Executive Order 2021-12, which modifies existing emergency orders related to the COVID-19 pandemic, allowing rules on mask wearing at restaurants and state government buildings to be relaxed. This brought polarizing reactions from some citizens, as some feel that the masks still serve a purpose in South Carolina. And finally, the South Carolina Department of Natural Resources is urging residents who own bird feeders to remove them until next month, pointing to a rise of bird deaths that could be caused by dirty feeders. Wildlife officials announced on Monday that residents should take down their feeders until early April. A statement from the department says that experts are concerned that mold or bacteria that easily forms on wet birdseed could possibly be spreading deadly avian diseases, but the risk is reduced when feeders are cleaned regularly.
Thanks, Terrence. Now let's bring it back to CU for some politics with Tamara Littlejohn. Tamara?
Congress has decided to pass a $1.9 trillion stimulus bill that will give Americans a much-needed financial relief. The package includes up to $1,400 stimulus checks for some Americans, extends pandemic unemployment benefits, and will send billions of dollars in aid to states and municipalities. A vaccinated American is the only way to beat the pandemic, get the economy back on track, and for us to get back to our lives and our loved ones. That's why the American Rescue Plan was so critical, Biden said. The American Rescue Plan comes in right on time when Americans need it most. See You on the Road will keep you updated with further details.
Thanks, Tamara. And thank you for tuning in to another edition of On the Road with CU Mass Comm. See you next time.